Hey guys, so I have both Jade and Puck here, and I had to come back and do this video because I got a very good question from one of my subscribers who asked, do you think that we are just paying for the name on for the silicone babies that's high end and that's expensive? I really wanted to answer that question because that is a loaded question for me. Because that is a yes and a no. I'll be honest to say, first of all, both of these babies are poured by Claire Taylor. So the quality of the silicone, when I went on about the quality of the silicone, it still has a lot to do with Claire Taylor. I don't know. I know. But the sculpting is definitely all Lillian. The pouring and the molding and all that great stuff is Claire Taylor. But the sculpting is all Lillian. And then my painter, I will not disclose because they don't do custom painting, and I'm not going to put that out there. But what I am going to say is that I feel like with some artists, we are paying for the name because you're not getting a whole lot or nothing any spectacular than you get from another, you know, good painter. And a lot of people hate when I say this, but it is the truth. And when you see them, like when you go to doll shows and stuff like that, you will see these babies and you will say, okay, that's nice. And then when you look at the price tag, really nice shouldn't be a word to describe a doll that's over, you know, 10 grand. Nice should not be just the word. Oh, they're nice. No. Nice is like $3,200. Over 10,000 should be, oh, phenomenal, great, excellent, love it. Should like and nice and okay and decent shouldn't be in the vocabulary of that. But we pay for names, and a lot of people that started out in the race early and it wasn't much to compare to was able to establish a huge name and a huge fan base. When it comes to Claire Taylor dolls, I don't care when people get mad with me for saying it because it is true in my opinion and many others. We are definitely paying for the quality. We are paying for the sculpting. We're paying for her painting. We're paying for her whole putting it together. You know, which is why another thing I don't understand, like if somebody take a silicone kit and paint it, why they feel they should get as much as the person who actually sculpted, poured, and do painting. But like I said, to each his own. And but again, I do think in some cases we are paying for the name. Now let me, and I hate to really compare these two a lot because they're both phenomenal babies, but I think for the collectors out here that are looking for silicone and, you know, really want to know, I think that the videos could be helpful for somebody to be honest. I mean, who else gonna be honest with you guys, right? I'm trying to, okay, there we go. All right, so as you can see, let me show you. I can bend him like a little bit, and he will wrinkle. He will wrinkle when you bend him like this, but he will bend a little bit. But that is really about, it's not even really much. If you look, his back, his whole back is coming up. It's not really bending. When you get Claire babies, even with the ones without her squishy tummies, does bend like this, because she used different softnesses, if that's a word, in her her silicone. Like She will be firmer up here and softer in the core, even if it don't have a squishy tummy. But when I bend Jade, you see, she really like folds in half. That's major. It may not look major, but it's major. It's not major to me when I have both. So I don't care if Puck don't have it. And not only that, I'm so in love with his sculpt and so in love with his painting that I don't care. Like, I'll be honest, I really don't care if he don't have it. But I cannot say that Jade wouldn't be worth what she's worth to have what she have. Now he has armatures in his arms. And they bend. But the way he sculpted, I don't know if this part is like really short where it doesn't give him as much flexibility in the arms as Jade, or what. I don't know. I have to look at it. I don't know, because let's see, from shoulder to... Yeah, it might be this is a little bit short. This part in his is a little bit shorter, so it, like her, it gives her a little bit more. Like I can, you see what I'm saying? Like I can lift her arm up and down a little bit more further. So it's in the sculpting. So, and then the legs. Now I do love that he don't have armatures because look how floppy he is. Versus Jade is not gonna flop. She's not gonna flop at all. Really, too much. I mean, she'll drop, but it ain't gonna be a real flop. But she can pose all kinds of wicked ways. And then he has a jointed neck, which I like the way his jointed neck is done, so I don't mind his at all. Versus she's poured in one piece, no seams, and also her head will actually turn. Her head will turn and kind of stay. Versus, you know, some of the baby's head that just is all in one piece, but it stays straight, looking straight forward. So yeah, I don't think with Claire Taylor, not only that, like some silicones you hear about the peeling, you hear about paint loss, you hardly ever, if you know, ever hear about Claire babies losing paint, losing hair, the quality of the silicone itself, you know, it feels good. It's not rubbery. It's not see-through. It's like, you know, but like I said again, you're definitely gonna pay for the realism and the flexibility of this baby. And she has a skull. You know what I mean? She literally has a skull. It feels hard up here, and then it's soft down here. She has a uvula, she has a tongue, she has, you know, she has gums. He has tongue, he has gums, you know. Spine. She has a spine. It's not that crocodile looking spine where it's all big lumps up there. It's just like a real baby. When you feel it more so than you see it, unless she's bent over, then you can more so see it. But when she straightened her back out, you don't really see it. So, and she has a drinking wet, which, you know, I can, like I said, I can do without. It doesn't matter with that part as much. But yeah, they are both phenomenal babies. Don't get me wrong. And definitely the painting has a lot to do with it as well with Puck. But the sculpting, I don't want to discredit Lillian's work because her sculpting is freaking amazing. She sculpts nicely like Claire Taylor. But yeah, we pay for the name on some babies. You have like another baby that's out that, you know, says it has the drinking wet, and it, you know, it the neck leaks and you have to put powder in it for the head to turn, or, you know, it's very flat. The tummy is not, the tummy feels, it's a different feel. So it's a lot of stuff that, you know, people may advertise, but when you get it, the actual product, the quality of the product itself may not match that price tag. And so yes, in those cases, we are paying for the name. We are paying for what they say they have. But I think that a lot of people, which is why a lot of high-end collectors have Claire Taylor dolls, because they recognize the quality, and a lot of them that have had many others tend to go back to Claire. Even if they don't like her, they go back to her. But I've actually, you know, been around ladies that, and like I said, I don't repeat conversations that are had, you know, when I'm, you know, I do meetups or outings and stuff like that, and doll shows. When it's a sidebar conversation, I'm not gonna per se, quote unquote, give that person name, tell that exact conversation, but I will say this: I've had conversations with people that have had other high-end dolls and will privately admit that they felt like they overpaid for the doll, but they cannot say that publicly. Because why? When they get ready to sell that doll, sweetie, you think somebody's gonna want to buy it if you put that out there? These people have these dolls that are extremely expensive, and they cannot say this new silicone painter painting better than this painter that's been painting for years. They cannot say that. They cannot say that they've had, you know, issues with peeling, or the doll value dropped tremendously once it's bought. They cannot say these things to you guys, because they need to sell these dolls and they need to be able to recoup some of their money back. Now, I can't totally 100% blame them for not, you know, like broadcasting it, because I mean, it would be a stupid thing to do when they really, I don't know, they really take a huge hit. I've seen people take a huge hit on some of, you know, these high priced dolls that just really not worth the money. But I'm not gonna lie to you either. Like, if you ask me, how would you compare it to so and so and so? Okay, well, their painting style is different. You know, this one may be a little bit more detailed, but, you know, hey, it's okay to say, hey, this is blah, blah, blah type baby. These babies are very, you know, sought after. Sell point, you know what I mean? But that's why, me personally, I don't put every doll that I get on my channel. Because if I get a doll from eBay or something like that, and I feel like it's not that great, or, you know what I mean, like, I don't know, I just won't do it. I will sell it behind the scenes, or just keep it or whatever, but I won't broadcast it on YouTube for people to think anything different. But there are people that will do it. But yeah, so the answer to your question is, that is definitely a two-part question. That is a yes and a no. Some people, we are paying it strictly for the name. And I think over time, we are to a certain extent paying for the name for all of them. Because, like, okay, with Claire Taylor, she's built her reputation. So she's known. Claire Taylor makes quality dolls. Her painting is phenomenal. Her pouring is great. Blah, 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 blah. So yeah, you're okay. So that maybe you're paying an extra couple thousand for that. You might be right, the more I think about it. But at the same time, I'm okay with that, as long as the brand is good and the quality matches the brand name. So like for me, I like Coach. I know a lot of people out here with the Michael Kors and all that stuff and whatever, Dolce and Gabbana and all that, but I like Coach. Coach been around for years. The quality of the Coach bags are great. They stand by their work. If something goes wonky with your bag, you can take it into the Coach store and they will ship it off and get you a new bag. I like Coach. I don't care if they're not the hottest thing on the market right at this moment or whatever, but I like the quality of their bags. I've had their Coach bags and carried them till the C's rubbed off. You know what I mean? Which they rarely do, but you know what I mean. I've worn it to pieces. Like my daughter right now is telling me, Mom, please let me buy you another purse, because I have one that I carry all the time, and it is actually starting to come apart. I'm not going to take it to the Coach store because, I mean, that would be unfair. I've wore this thing forever, and I've like, you know what I mean? But anyway, you get what I'm saying. So I am paying for the name, but I only paying for me. I'm a repeat customer for the quality. So it's like, do you want to pay for the name without the quality, or you want to pay for the name with the quality type thing, if that makes sense. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comments below, or you can make your own video about it. Just let me know. And don't forget to give me that thumbs up. And subscribe, share with all your dolly friends. And even if they're not dolly friends, hey, maybe they want to become a dolly friend. Share this video. Thank you guys for all your support and love. And don't forget, at 60,000 subscribers, we are going to do a giveaway. Why? Because we don't care about views or subscribers. But we're going to go ahead and do a giveaway when we get to 60,000 subscribers. Hey, see you guys later. Bye-bye.